Next, once you have your bobbin wound, you're going to thread your machine. So again, you're going to take that spool of thread and you're going to put it on the spool pin. Okay, if your sticker's still there, you can take it off. Just don't stick it to my desk because then I'll be upset. Throw it in the trash. And then you're going to put the guard back there so your thread doesn't come flying off. Now, when you're threading the machine, it's a little bit different than what you did for winding the bobbin. You're going to take that thread, instead of going behind the screw, you're actually going to follow the arrow around the white thing. So you're going to floss it through there. It's going to kind of click in. You'll hear that noise. And then you're really following the numbers. So the first thing tells you to go straight down. So you're going to stay on the inside of that, really like that little pink bar. And you're going to go straight down. Number 2, if you look at it, is going to show you that you're going to swoop back up. So I'm going to follow that pink thing, and I'm going to go back up, okay? And then once you do that, you're going to see the take-up lever right here. If you don't see that, turn your hand wheel towards you. If you turn it, you'll notice it follows the movement of the needle. So you just kind of turn it towards you until it pops back up, okay? Then you're going to keep your thread on the inside of that take-up lever, and you're going to follow it back, okay, around it. Click it forward, okay? You'll notice it goes through that little hole by doing that, okay? And then you're going to go straight down. And then this part's important. There's a little tiny silver lever on the left side. Take that thread and just kind of place it right behind that silver lever. So it's going to kind of keep it in a nice straight line. After you do that, you might want to use the tip of your scissors, or you can use your little thread cutter on the side, because you want to get a nice clean tip so it's easier to go through the hole in the needle right there, okay? I usually like to use my scissors, but whatever works for you as long as you can get that. After you do it, you're coming from the front to the back and you're going through that tiny little hole in the front, okay? It may take you a couple of tries and that's okay. It does take some practice. So you're going to come from the front to the back, and my eyes are not focused. You can put the presser foot down to get it out of your way too. Sometimes you get lucky and get it on the first try, other times it takes a couple times. Okay, you're going to pull that through. You want to make sure that your thread isn't twisted around the needle. If you went from the front to the back, it should be in a nice straight line. After you do that, you're going to hold that thread towards you, okay? You can also test that it's done right. If you pull that thread through, it should come through with no resistance, okay? After you do that, your bobbin thread from when we put that in is on the side. It's kind of hanging out. So we're going to actually pull that through, and you're going to click this down arrow right here. You're going to click it once. That puts the needle down into the machine. You're going to click that again. It's going to bring it back up. And if you pull that thread toward you, if you look really close, it brought up that little tiny loop. You're going to pull that loop. You're going to pull it through. And notice how that took that thread from the side of your bobbin and it really brought it up through the center here. Okay, now I have 2 threads in my hand. Then what you do is you're just going to let that go underneath the presser foot plate, and you're going to put your threads to the back of the machine. Once you do that, you should have no threads kind of hanging on the side, and they both should be under the presser foot toward the back.